Yo yo, what it do? Day 30 of the practice. What's up? Oh yeah. Getting into it, changing it up a bit from last video, kind of just was going through that breathing and kind of stretching techniques and being able to, as I present it in a different way, right? I guess what usually everyone is usually doing, kind of just talking about how they're going to that form, to that stretch, and then walking you through taking that breathing time within those movements and just kind of, talking about that. So, going on those facets of being able to start to illustrate and articulate these things on, those different platforms, right? Being able to go back and forth on it. But for me, it has been quite the experience on being able to share with you the practice, being able to share with you this dialogue, and putting it out there, knowing that we need to be conscious about healing our body, healing our minds, healing our souls, being able to know that we can and we do have the ability to do it. We just need to do it. And it doesn't matter what age, race, size, anything. It doesn't matter about any of that. If you are a human being and are human, then you are well suited for this, and was created for something like this, right? And being able to understand and cope and not have such a closed mind on things. Or bro, shrugging the face now. Going into it, getting into my intentions and my prayers, reaching for the skies. Super shout outs to Kiko upstairs. Making all his tunes and growls. It's alright, Kiko. Showing out. Probably misses Rhea and Los as they went for a run. Shout out to the fam for going on a run yesterday. Churning it out. Pretty awesome weather, sun wise, but that breeze was still pretty breezy outside. Really good stuff. Oh yeah. Getting into it, stretching those legs out. That body going up top to center. Getting into it, stretching that body out, and again, introducing that body scan, right? Introducing that flow, knowing the whole body from toes to crown, and from crown to toes, in that conversation that forever shall go. Oh yeah, bringing that awareness to the body, bringing the awareness to the mind, bringing that awareness to the soul, getting it down to my foot. Rotating that around and about, going and working through all those aches and pains and issues and situations, and being able to, confront it in a well-mannered style, and being able to start to diagnose, start to cure, start to problem solve, picking up my right side, starting with that, introducing that touch therapy, going up and around on some of those forms and avenues, getting a really good stretch around that arm, that shoulder, starting to bring that awareness, stretching that body out, knowing it's here for us, knowing what to do, how to do. Oh yeah, getting into those forms, stretching that, really good. Really good stretch on that side. Moving that right arm, that foot, introducing that right thumb on the side of my foot, being able to squeeze that. Now starting to grab the outside of that right foot, getting into that form, to that structure of the form, structure of the body, being able to flow that out and about, straightening out my posture, using any various breathing techniques as you do these positions, going into those flows. Seems to me that out here in New York, there's a lot of things within that popping up around Astoria, how that goes. It's been, quite the treat, always coming back home, being able to plug away what is and what is not, what's the happenings, how people are gravitating, and just making it, into the sense, because at times it seems like it's just moving as one massive circle out here, and being able to pinpoint and not get caught up in that bullshit. Because it seems to me like everywhere we go, in general, we had to be the buyer beware kind of situations on things, because there is a lot of garbage out there, and it definitely is what you put in is what you get out on those fields of it. Really good stuff right there. Good stretch. Introducing that. Good bend. Good stretching. Right there. Really getting into that flow. To that form. Now coming up. Bringing that right up. Moving into that. Grabbing that right knee. I gotta say, for my material to cover and to talk to you, I feel like I've in a way kind of addressed it all within the 30-day mark, right? Like, what else to talk about? I definitely dived into the body, always. I dived into the mind, always. I dived into the spirit, always. And being able to have that assessment on things and being able to give you depths and layers on how I am personally navigating through this and making sense of it, and being able to share that with you and, work out all these things that's happening in my life and my situations, my atmosphere, and knowing that I am not alone within this playing field, that we are all in it, and to present that to you. So yeah, on the 30 mark, it's quite the treat. Definitely December to remember as it goes. Kicking that right foot out and about. Ooh. Oh yeah. out behind me. Bring my hands to center. And just working that out, right? You know, at times I talk to a bunch of people and like what's happening, what are they up to, why they're upset, or sometimes they just go about doing that, bringing their issues on me and kind of presenting that, being able to listen, being able to kind of pinpoint and say why is it, and you know, it's like I can see where in a way it is an issue, but being able to work that out, right? And knowing about that and knowing that it takes time. You know, these things take time, and you know, seeing the lack of patience out there and being able to know and pinpoint that, again, being able to properly obtain, you know, these attributes and these skill sets, knowing that it's all here, and you know, putting another emphasis on competition, because how many times, especially nowadays in 2018, do we have competition in a rude manner, right? In such a really ugly way, where individuals are not, you know, going on the playing fields and being able to think about cheating, thinking about to do, you know, these various things to get a leg up within their opponents, and knowing these things, and you know, it's all good, but do your thing, and just again, it's real, recognize real, how it goes, right? Because again, it is a process, it is a step, and you're able to see these things when it comes down to the whole playing field, right? Of who really has taken their time to carefully put in the work versus of kind of, in a way, overseeing some of these little things to make it happen. If you quite follow on that and try to grasp some of those abilities and traits for thyself. Oh yeah, but you know, this goes and shouts out to my king, to my queens, to my kings, and to my queens out there, and knowing and going on some of those old rigor and those bases, right? Because at times, majority of the times, I feel like there's the lack of leadership that we have, especially in pop culture, on these things and what's being emphasized to us as a public at large, you know, and it really denotes some of those key infringements where it's just, you know, seems and looks like bullshit to me, so I just don't even put and waste my breath on it, you know, because I have before, and, you know, I see what it has gotten me. So with that stated, I'm able to move and navigate this in a more precise and intentional way, and I think that's the most important, is being able to have intentions as I move, and it's not just, you know, this wishy-washy, oh, I'm gonna just do this because it's whatever. It's not. Everything has a purpose and it has an intention, and for me, that's kind of where I'm at on these things, and being able to have that price or that pursuit, and be able to give on those rigor and basis of things. Because I mean, even architecturally, things I see out here, I'm just fascinatedly sad. Because I'm like, whoa, why is this still here? Why is this like that? You know? It's just really fascinating. Picking that left leg, getting a good stretch on that, bring the posture up. Introducing that breathing technique, getting my body warm. Oh yeah, really homing in that stretch, maybe getting into those forms, into that flow. Sounds bring this left arm over left knee, stretching that body out, coming into form, getting into the center, start to center that. Bringing that in, straightening out my posture, understanding these things, and again, this practice, being able to go through that and work through these things. And I gotta say, sharing it for this month of December has been the treat and the solidification of being able to obtain what I gotta do, and doing it, right? Nikeing that shiz, putting that on the map, and knowing what's out over there. That left leg out and about, making sure I don't hit anything. Oh yeah. Homing that in, bringing it to center. Getting into those stretches, into those grooves. Coming up to top. Stretching out. Interlocking those thumbs. Leaning to my right. Getting a stretch on that left. Coming back to center. Leaning to the left. Getting that stretch on my right. Oh yeah. Coming back to center. Now I'm going to just start to bring my body down, bring that whole stretch down, and about, I can start to feel it on my neck, on my back, my lower back, my hammies, my knees, my ankles, my toes. I really get a good stretch. I'm just going to hang out here for a bit, really get a good dangle, start to kind of pivot my knees out and about to kind of get a good shake. And my body's just kind of dangling out over here. Coming out to the side so you can get a good basis of my side stretch. Almost as if you were sprinting, coming into form. Really getting that stretch in. Doing the same. To that, feeling that on my tailbone, coming down into my knees, and just start to sit on the back of my foot, my heel. Start to bring my head down to the ground. Really get a good stretch out. You can feel it on my hips. Get into that form. Good stretch. Working up these kinks, angles, being able to pinpoint and navigate how to go about. Oh yeah, coming up to top, bring my hands out to the side, setting that up for my prayers and in my intentions. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Almost the New Year Eve. As you go into the new year, 2019, what it do, what it is, what it is. awareness throughout the body. Coming in, putting some more pinpoint pressures around my toes and my foot. Maybe getting a good stretch on that, bringing that awareness. Still working out some of those issues on my foot. You know, I still feel some of those pains and aches, but starting to feel it get better on things and being able to alleviate, right? Really get into that flow with tree, that breathing, that healing, getting into the mind, into the body, into the soul. Breaking out of whatever needs to be broken out of, coming into whatever needs to be coming in of, and being able to understand that I am light, that I am peace, I am love, I am happiness, I am health, I am wealth, I am prosperity, I am intelligence, I am great. I am what I make of it, so I shall make it to something wonderful. Getting into those flows, into those rhythms, and knowing and understanding, you know, what is apparent to me and what I need to do, and not being discouraged on those avenues and forefronts, knowing that my own worst critic is myself, being able to pinpoint and navigate through that, going over those hurdles, knowing these bases and flowing with it, you know, really flowing with it, becoming alive, right? How it goes, the beauty of living, and getting into those, just walking it out, getting a good few pulses on the toes, on the feet. Got my Jawsome socks on. Oh yeah. Shout out to my uncle, to my uncles and aunts, my aunties and my uncles. For the love, for the evolution. It actually goes for the struggle, for the love, for the evolution. Oh yeah, day 30 of the practice, stretching all that out, getting that awareness, body feeling good, body feeling great, mind feeling good, mind feeling great, soul feeling good, soul feeling great. Let's get it. Day 31, I'll see y'all tomorrow as we go and get into it, and yeah, let it flow. Have a blessed day, and I shall see y'all tomorrow. Mahalo. Peace.